I'm hot.
Okay, this is eyewitness video is under house arrest in St. Paul is the subject line. This is Eileen Clancy, one of the founders of Eyewitness Video, a New York City-based video collective in St. Paul to document the policing of the protests at the Republican National Convention. The house where Eyewitness Video is staying in St. Paul has been surrounded by police. We have locked all the doors. We have been told that if we leave, we will be detained. One of our people who was caught outside is being detained in handcuffs in front of the house. The police say that they are waiting to get a search warrant. More than a dozen police are wielding firearms, including one St. Paul officer with a long gun, which someone told me is an M16.
My name is Sarah Coffey. I'm with the National Lawyers Guild. I was here in the capacity of a legal observer. This house is where a group of journalists are staying. What's going on right now is that people are inside. The house is surrounded by St. Paul police, and we're waiting for a warrant. We've been here approximately 40 minutes waiting for a warrant. Things seem to be relatively calm. People inside are having a meeting to decide what they want to do. I'm going to be liaisoning between the police and the people inside. So that's just a brief update on what's going on right now.
Why are you in handcuffs?
I was inside the house. I came outside to liaison with the police, and they said anybody who came outside would be detained. So that's why I'm in handcuffs right now.
There's a raid going on. We've been surrounded by St. Paul police, and they say they're waiting for a search warrant. It's mostly just a few of us eyewitness people and a stray person that was a couple of people that were caught up. We had colleagues in Minneapolis had all their video equipment and computers taken about a week ago, or less than a week ago, and I've been calling it preemptive video arrest. So I guess that's what's happening today also. It's another attempted preemptive video arrest.
What's inside the house that the police would be interested in?
The police have been preemptively raiding houses that I think that they suspect are associated with protest for the Republican National Convention. And Eyewitness is a group that you can check out online that was very involved in the RNC 2004 in New York. They videotaped police who gave false written affidavits about why they arrested people, and were able to get 400 people off of those charges.
For those that don't know, Eyewitness Video was remarkably successful in exposing police misconduct and outright perjury by police during the 2004 RNC. Out of 1,800 arrests, at least 400 were overturned based solely on video evidence which contradicted sworn statements which were fabricated by police officers. It seems that the house arrest we are now under and the possible threat of the seizure of our computers and video cameras is a result of the 2004 success. My name is Dennis Moynihan. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Free Speech TV. We're a nationally distributed full-time television channel covering the conventions. Elizabeth Press is a journalist, an acclaimed, nationally recognized photojournalist, videographer working with Democracy Now! Democracy Now! Is well known in the Twin Cities, and I'm here to pick up Elizabeth Press to take her to work. And as I was driving up here about 45 minutes ago, I saw about 12 St. Paul police running up to the house, and they quickly surrounded the house.
Across the street. Keep going. That's fine. You can.
They'll be on YouTube tonight.
Guys, there's a specific provision whereby they can, that there's a federal statute that they cannot seize basically stuff of news gathering operations. They can't do it. They have to have a subpoena, not a warrant. A warrant is not good enough.
They do show up with a search warrant. Hopefully they won't get one, but I think we ought to be finding out or meddling in their attempts to get a search warrant, because clearly they don't have one.
But something's going on. So they're looking out.
Where's the other? Oh.
Hold on, don't speak, people. Simon, that's Judge Joanna Smith. Joanne Smith. Okay, and this is the house. What's the address?
What's the address?
What's the address? That's not our address. 951 Eaglehart.
4949.
That's not this address.
4949.
It's not this house.
No. This is a different house. No. That's Chris. You said that they can't do that. It doesn't cover both.
No.
It says
call the judge and verify.
It says cell phones. That's Officer S. Fraser. Actually, has
he's in charge. He's in charge.
It says commander. Who's in charge?
I don't know Minnesota law.
I
but,
step back. Is this why? Who's this guy? They're saying he's the guy that knows the house. Is he the guy who's been watching the house? I don't know. So we're in one half of the house. This is 949. The warrant says 951.
Apparently,
So it requires
the
Apple,
equipment
no,
in
Apple,
here,
Apple,
which
Apple.
is possessed by journalists, is journalist work product, and it's protected under federal statute 42 U.S.C. 2000 AA. That requires that police use a subpoena instead of a warrant to seize it. So we are going to assert our privacy protections under that federal statute if they decide to seize any of our equipment.
It's the Robbie Burns poem, The Well-Laid Plans of Mice and Men Gang Act Agley, which is sort of like, I guess, go awry. You know, as we try to come up with a way to resolve these problems with the police, you know, excessiveness, here we are right in the middle of it. Like, we couldn't avoid stepping on the line, you know, I mean, they're coming for us. You know, we've challenged them, we've been really successful, and now they're coming for us. I mean, if they're just going to use brute force, and not the law, there's not much we can do. You know, I mean, we're not going to arm wrestle them or anything. I mean, what can we possibly do? We can just sit here and take our medicine. You know, in effect, you know, we're detained in this house. We can't work. We can't go out to buy food. We can't have a smoke. Too much? Well, I guess we could smoke in the house. Like, maybe the rules are off. But, you know, here we are. Yep, that's the landlord in the check shirt.
Sorry. Which way will they come in if they come in here? I don't know. There's an attic entrance and there's a downstairs. I didn't check the downstairs yet. I don't think I can lock it from our side. What should we do?
We can lock this door. We can lock this door
Okay.
now.
Yeah.
Wow, hands up.
Police, let me see your hands. Come on top of your head, please. On top of your head, please. On top of your head, please.
You know what, police, ma'am, we're just clear. Are you going to listen?
Detained around the warrant.
You need a
So
subpoena.
we're just notifying you about that. We need a subpoena around the warrant to
All right.
obtain new scanning materials.
No, you can't hold on to it. You're being detained right now.
Police are inside right now. It seems like, you know, like nobody has said that they wouldn't cooperate, you know, and so the police, the door was open at 951 Eigelhart. The police entered. They did not have to break down the door. You know,
Was there a warrant offered?
yes.
Did you get a look at it?
Briefly, they didn't really let us read it. There was a judge's signature, and it was for. But see, they were trying to go into this house right here, which is 949 Eigelhart. The warrant they had was for 951 Eigelhart. So these people refused. They did not consent to a search. So the police went into the open door of 951 Eigelhart. But now they are in. Currently, they are in 949 Eigelhart.
Guys, you go in my backyard. They're handcuffed back here if you want.
Are they under arrest?
You see, if they arrested us, they'd have to swear out a complaint against us. And there's nothing that they can prove. They've been detaining people for days around here. And they photograph them, they look through your materials, they copy your materials, and don't return them to you. And then you're merely detained. So you don't have the same situation where you have a police officer swearing out an affidavit, which we could prove was false. This seems to be a new technique. Sort of looks softer, because maybe they will release us. But even so, we've been prevented from working here for hours today. We don't really know who's in charge. How are we going to put blame on this? And actually, if you file a lawsuit, they'll say, well, you were just held for a little while. It's sort of no big deal. So I guess it shows that you can use knowledge, you can use information, you can try to tell the truth, but brute force prevails.
So they broke in from 9:51 to
49. From the attic, yeah. They told us to drop our cameras, so we put our cameras down, still recording, but then they just turned them off.
This isn't because the St. Paul police decided they should go do something, or maybe even at the Ramsey County yesterday at the Convergence Center. This is something coming from elsewhere. It's very coordinated. It's very studied. It's very orderly. And it's Kafkaesque.